this is Mika Coleman with Tax Deed and Overage Education, and today I'm going to talk about the real truth of overages in 2025. I thought I'd do an updated video. It's one of my best videos I've done, probably like 2 or 3 years back, and boy, has things have changed. Like, oh my gosh. One of the things I want to say is thank you all the students, the past students that have joined my mastermind, and people that continue to do my mastermind. It really keeps me relevant because it makes me dig in and learn about new counties that I probably would never do if I was just doing this business on my own. If I could be completely honest, I'll eat out of 2 or 3 counties and literally just be happy for the rest of the year. But my masterminds force me to go into new counties, learn about new counties, and discover different counties, different states, so that I can teach people like you about overages. And so what I'm going to talk about are some of the differences and like the cold hard truth, you guys, about this overage game after like being in it for a while. Okay, I can't even remember what I said in my last video. I probably should have watched it. But I highly doubt I'm gonna say the same things, because when I tell you things have changed. So let me just tell you the real truth about overages. And I consistently say this to anybody that is interested in getting in this business. It's a very lucrative. Like, I was just telling a student yesterday, I literally invested $200 and got $50,000. I don't know where you could do that at, okay? The 200 is because I had to do a rush notary, and because I had to have the whole claim post-dated by a certain date, but it was a $50,000 claim. Now, I did not get $50,000, okay, because I did have to split that with the claimant. But the moral of this story is I don't know where you can invest $200 and get, you know, over 100% return. But what I want to say in this business, and I think a lot of people, if you're watching this and you want to know more, please look at all my videos. But I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't an overnight success. This isn't a business where you get a list. Well, one of my students did. He got a list and he literally got half of everybody on the list. But that is like, that's not typical, right? Like, it was like he almost won the lottery. But what I want to say is it does take time, it does take effort, it does take consistency, and I always try to tell my students that this is an investment in real estate about knowledge and persistency. I don't know anything in real estate where you could invest less than $200 and make $50,000 to $100,000. If y'all know that, please drop it in the comments, because I'd like to know. But I say that all to say is that it doesn't require anything. It doesn't require so much capital that you gain way more than what you put in, but what you put in is what you're going to get out. Okay, and so I just want to say that you do have to work, you do have to be persistent in order to, you know, work on this, you know, to get money out of this business. It's not something that, you know, you could go buy a tax deed and flip it, which is a real simple process. So what I really want to say, and the truth about the overages, the game is, first of all, lately, because life happens, right? Like, my house burnt down, my mom got sick, like so many things have happened in my life over the last 2 years where I've been like, F it, like, I don't have time to be like sending you to my website. You know, normally I call through my platform. Like, life is life, and y'all, and so I kind of threw away the rule book for me in my, you know, quote unquote business. Like, I literally be calling people from my cell phone. I normally never do that, but like, you know, if I gotta rush my mom to the doctors, or I gotta go pick up a prescription, I can't take my laptop and call from a dashboard. I just call from my phone, or I'll text from my phone. And I have this thing now where I have to make a certain amount of calls, you know, in order to like start my day. Like, I that's just how I discipline myself. And interesting enough, I just want to say that the truth about this business, you don't really have to have all the structure. You know, yes, you want a website, but I've had this website. I don't even know if anybody's ever gone to it. Out of all the people I talked to, nobody ever asked for my website, but you just want to have it for logistics. it's always good to have another phone number, but like lately, because life has been life, and I've just been using my cell phone. And so I really don't think, I think we as individuals make it hard. It's really not that hard. You just put the work in it. And I'm just going to kind of like tell you guys what happened to me the other day. And I was like, thank you, God. I was like, thank you for showing me this, because I want to share with other people. I felt like I had COVID. I was so sick, but I have this thing, you guys, about how many calls I have to make a week. So I was like, you know, if I was at a job and I was working from home, they don't care if I have COVID. I still got to make those calls. So you know how that is when you're sick, right? And so I was like not feeling it, but I had to make this promise to myself. And I'm here to tell y'all, it's really not that hard. I get on the, it was probably like my 5th call, and I was like, hey, such and such. I was like, listen, I would like to work for you. And I believe there is some money out there, and I'd like to help you collect it. And so do you want to work with me or not? That's literally what I said, because I was tired, I was agitated, I didn't want to do a whole spiel. And the guy said yes. The man said yes, you guys. And I was so like not ready, because I was like, I didn't do my like typical script. You know what I mean? And so the moral of this is, you don't have to go like, oh, my name is such and such, I represent County Exchange, and we believe blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you just don't need all of that. Sometimes you just need to be you. You just need to know that God, whoever you believe in, the universe has you. And as long as you're persistent and consistent and believe that you deserve money easily and effortlessly, it will come to you. So I have to say that 2025 has been one of the best years ever. Probably because a lot of people losing their job and they like, what? I got money, what? I don't know. But it seems like people are a lot more friendlier. People seem to be wanting to work with me a lot. There's less resistance. Not to say that there isn't resistance, right? Because like I'm doing like 100 calls, like 200 calls a week, and you know, some of them I just don't get. Some of them I'm still trying to convince. Even in my masterminds, I do calls after that. I'm still trying to convince them. So there are, it's like a, what do they call it? It's like plenty of fish. It's like you got to go in there, you got to keep fishing until you get someone, but you will eventually get someone. So I just want to encourage people, if I could go back and look at my last video, I think I said it was probably hard and it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy. It's still not easy, but it's not as hard as other investments are. I should say that. And then I just want to say, you don't really have to create all these rules. Like, I think a lot of people are like, well, do I need to get a website? Do I need to get this, do that? No, just start making calls. I also tell people, if you join my website, you get to use, I do have a website just for my mastermind people. So if you want to like get a jump start and have a foundation, I do offer a mastermind. You can utilize all the tools there, so you don't have to get a website. There is a number you can use. So there's different things that you can do if you really want to learn more about this business. But the most important thing I want to tell people about this business is that it's really not that hard if you just give it a little time, like you would do a part-time job. I guarantee you will see the fruition of your labors. But most importantly, if I could go back, like what I've learned over these last couple of years is that some of these counties are getting a lot more sophisticated. And before, when I first started, I was calling people that probably already had claimed the claims. Now, I like to work with counties that actually I know the claims haven't been filed. So it makes my job a lot easier. So 2025, I feel like as AI becomes more efficient, counties are becoming a little less antiquated. It makes, you know, people like me and you, if you decide to do this overage business, it makes our job a lot easier. So I can definitely say I appreciate that. And from when I probably posted that video probably 2 or 3 years ago, I was still, I don't want to say a baby. I probably was like a teenager in the business, but now I feel like I'm like a grandma in the business, right? And there's just so many different things that I look for, and I feel like a lot of the counties have evolved, and have made things a lot easier for us to claim. And there's so many things that I even did videos on that I probably don't even believe in anymore. Like strategies, like I would tell people, don't go after deceased people, or don't go after, I still believe that, don't be going after heirs if it's more than one or two, it's a headache and a half. But there are so many different tools that I've learned. And so with that being said, I want to encourage and empower those that are looking, that are ambitious. Number one, gotta be ambitious. And they feel like if you feel like you're stuck financially, I would highly suggest doing this business. You'll get unstuck real quick, but you gotta be ambitious, and you gotta have the mindset to know that you deserve it. You really do. You have to have the mindset, because like I said, I was sick for like 2 weeks. I had a birthday. My mom was sick, like my house burned down, like all this stuff. And I'm almost to $500,000. I'm not there yet. And that's just that's not the sum of my whole checks. That's just my commission. And I just really believe it's because I know I deserve it. And I've been, if anything, I'll be honest, y'all, I've been consistent all year. Probably because I have to take care of my mom now, so I'm at home all the time. But that's a whole nother story. But I have lifing just like you going on. And so I just want to encourage and empower somebody that's out there that's looking for a way to financially be free. This is an avenue that you can achieve if you are, one, ambitious, and you're persistent and you're consistent. I promise you, it'll make a difference. I'm doing my last mastermind in December. The link will be at the bottom if you want to join the mastermind. But other than that, I have plenty of videos to give you knowledge. And AI is okay. You gotta be like a specialist, or you gotta know the right answers, or the right questions to ask to get the right answers. But if you're watching this video, whether you take my mastermind or my course or not, just know that there is a way to financial freedom without traditional methods like a job. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Happy investing, and hope I see you on the other side. If not, God bless you.